Hey everybody, this is Jakob, and today is the first day of my Christmas vacation, so I don't have to go back to work until January 2nd. Pretty excited about that, hoping to record a bunch of drafts, and thought I'd start with this Eve draft. This is a satellite tournament, so we've got 20 players. Should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to seeing what everybody drafts and what we can do here. So here we go, Eve draft. So Forge is pretty much terrible in this format. Pacify I tend to lean against simply because of the prevalence of Cleanse. However, it is a nice card to have. The only other card I'd consider here would be Elven Boot Crafter. But we're going to take the Pacify. Alright, so we've got Egg Eater, which can be okay. We've got a bunch of the bears, the 2 for 2. We've got Cleanse, and we've got Rotted Remains. So nothing really stands out to me here. Egg Eater could be okay. Rotted Remains is pretty good. But I'm actually going to take the Cleanse just because there's nothing else I really want more than that. And I want to get at least 2 in this draft. Alright, so a few decent things here. Spirit Scepters can be great. Roaming Spirits can be pretty good, but Rotted Remains is the best here. I'm hoping to probably get several of those. We'll see what happens. Nothing here that I'm really excited about. I'll take the Steady Gear just in case we end up getting something that we want to use, like a Atomic Smasher or a Lava Blade, something like that. Again, nothing too exciting here. Maelstrom Priestess is rarely useful. Strap Bombs can be decent. Spirit Scepter can be decent. I think I'm going to work toward a dust deck here. And I'll take the Wicked Unrest, although I doubt I'll end up running it. We'll see. And here we'll go with the Egg Eater. I actually like the eggs. Not the 1/1 eggs, but the 2/2 and above, the whelp eggs and the dragon eggs are both really good. Take another Egg Eater. If you can get 2 Egg Eaters and 2 decent eggs, then it's worth running. Take the Corpse Fire, probably won't run it. Could be useful though if you manage to get something like, say a Phoenix, Maelstrom Phoenix. Alright, so here we've pulled one of the best rares in Eve, the Ground Shatterer. So we'll snag that. This can be devastating. You play it, you get 1 damage on your the ground units, and then if you can also haste at the same turn, either with the spell or with a Boot Crafter, you can kill some big creatures. You can kill a rock elemental that way. Alright, so I said I was going to work towards a dust deck, but hard to ignore a rock elemental. So I'm not. I'm going to take it. Great cards here. Seraph Knight is really good. Weathered Knight is really good. I'm going to take the Seraph Knight. To me, those two cards are virtually equal. Don't need 3 Egg Eaters. So here we'll go for the Virulent Worshipper. Given a choice, I'm going to take Light Alliance 2/2 for 2s, simply because if I end up with Weathered Knights, they can be placed next to the Weathered Knights to give the Weathered Knight its buff. Charge Staff is basically useless in this format. Everything here is virtually useless, but we're going to take the Maelstrom Priestess. Occasionally we'll wind up running that. It actually is possible to make a pretty good elemental deck in Eve. It's just difficult to actually get the cards in a draft format or sealed. Bootcrafter, that's great. Like seeing that. I tend to like to run 2 haste cards, typically 2 Bootcrafters. Good to get some stuff with resist just because of the prevalence of lightning bolts. If you run up against somebody who's managed to snag 5 lightning bolts or something crazy like that, you want to have some creatures with resist in your sideboard. Same goes for Gas Mask. Good to get one in your sideboard if you get a chance to. Alright, so Empower is a decent card, but I don't think it's worth taking over some of these other things. Noxious Golem is really good. The Righted Remains, of course, is good, but the Weathered Knight is what I'm going to take here. Alright, Clouded Cavalier. So, Cavalier, you see with the posting going on over here, I must be to the right of Fallen Shadow, which is just fine by me. I'll take that Clouded Cavalier all day long. He wants to know who got it. I'm not going to tell him. He can watch the video. So choice between Bootcrafter and Cleanse here, and I'm going to take my second Cleanse. So the reason Cleanse is so important is because of Pacify, Disarm, and even things like Soothsayer. But there's a lot of disarms out there. Nothing really great here. So we'll take a sideboard card, Willow Guard. So we're kind of hurting for removal. I would count Pacify kind of as removal. Same with Disarm. We've got the Ground Shatter, which is effectively some removal. We'll take the Bear here. Gnomish Brute. It's been an okay draft so far, but certainly not a great one. I don't have any lightning bolts. Nothing too fancy. Probably not going to run any of these, so I'm going to take the Spirit Scepter, keep it out of somebody else's hands, and I may yet get some more dust cards. You never know. There's nothing worth taking here. Pack 4. Gnomish Map Maker is okay. Can be pretty good, but I actually like the Fury Ball better. This Fury Ball can function as removal. Can get you out of trouble if you're in trouble against something. So Channel, Spirit Soul Dryad, or a Strap Bombs. At this stage, being low on removal, the Strap Bombs is most attractive to me. Okay, we'll take Spiritual Gathering. That's a great pick. Still would need some more dust creatures to really justify running the Spirit Scepters, though. And I'm just not sure I'm going to end up getting them. Well, some good stuff here. I think I need to take the Weathered Knight, though, even though Scorching Winds, not really something I'd like to let go by. It's most useful against Drillbot Mechanic and Spiritual Gathering. Otherwise, it's not that great. Take Gnomish Armaments. It's just hard to justify taking a card that's only useful against a couple other cards when there's something like a Weathered Knight on the board that's useful in many more situations. Let's see, did I get 2 Boot Crafters? No, I didn't see 2. There's just 1 in there, so we'll take the haste. Nothing here I'm interested in. We'll take the glue gun just to keep somebody else from using it. Take a Mud Golem. Probably won't run it. Indestructible is pretty useless, because even if you did get a great gear, there's so little gear removal. It's almost not worthwhile. So another Pacify, or I could take the Gnomish Brute, but I think Pacify is the choice here. I don't really like running Pacifies because of the cleanses that are out there, but sometimes it can really save you. I think I'm to the right of Fallen Shadow again, so let's hope for a great second pick. Another Grave Fulfillment. That's ridiculous. Explosive Gnome is nice. Gravedigger is nice. I take the Gravedigger. Ooh, good stuff here. Tribute, Berserk Potion. Oh, I want that. I want that. I want that, and I want that. But I think I have to take the Tribute. Okay, we'll take the Bootcrafter here. So it's interesting. For whatever reason, Fallen Shadow is just letting the AI make his picks. But it does serve to illustrate how your position in the draft, especially in a large free satellite draft like this, where you've got lots of people who, aren't necessarily good at the game. I mean, they can make crazy picks, which can give someone an especially strong deck. Now, in this case, I wouldn't call my deck especially strong, but still, it's stronger because I'm sitting to the right of somebody who's not drafting. I think I'll try the armor here. Tome of Life is okay, but I don't really feel like taking it. Alright, well, that's it. Let's see what we get. Didn't get any eggs. That's the deck I'm going to run right there. Not great removal. Just have one really nice removal card. Do have a couple Molten Fury balls. Got the Ground Shatterer. So, we'll see. Probably good enough to get at least 4 tickets, though, I'm guessing.